recoups. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man on the right sideline. It's 4th. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Ricker. Switch. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a first down carry by Jones. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Falcons grab it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
50. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Completes it to Lee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Godwin away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Check Mike 45. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, 5-7.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yo, hey, alert 3, alert. Over here. 3, watch out the Griffin.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Falcons.
59, ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Got to do better.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking deep for Julio. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, South.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Watch the out, watch the out.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Check, 42's the mark.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
First down, Falcons.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
24 is the mic, and it's getting that hose.
Now Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The 43-yard line.
Ready, select 25. 42 is the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 36, 51. Hey, South. 42.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's 3rd down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Pretty move. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 78 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need point. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go again to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready. Double time. We got 4. Ready, set.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
21.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check.
Now Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got it to Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Hey, Zoo. Over.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's complete to Adams. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, 280. Hey, great plans.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw again on second down. Ryan. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. So